violation exists at your property as observed and cited by a court enforcement or court compliance officer of the city. If the city is not able to prove its case, then I will dismiss the case and you may leave. These proceedings are being recorded, therefore all persons who are speaking should do so one at a time to ensure that all testimony is clearly audible on the recording device. If English is not your primary language, then please inform me when I call your case. We have a translator who will assist you during the proceedings. When your case is called, the property owner, agent for the property owner, and any witness that you may have should raise your hand and let us know that you are in the room. If you are not the property owner or an attorney representing the property owner, then you must present a notarized power of attorney affidavit in order for your testimony to be taken on behalf of the property owner. For new cases, you will be asked for the record if you are aware of and understand the violation that is being heard today. And do you understand what is required to resolve the violation? Please answer accordingly. The city will present its case first, and then the property owner and or violator will be given an opportunity to testify on their own behalf, to bring forward witnesses to testify, to present evidence and photographs, and to cross-examine the city's witnesses. Following the case presentation, I will issue a finding of fact on the case. If I find that a violation of city codes exists or existed at your property, then depending on the case type, I will set an abatement date for the violation to be resolved. Or for repeat violation, I will impose a daily fine amount. For new non-repeat cases, my order will include an abatement date by which you must resolve the violation and a daily fine amount that I may impose at a future hearing date should the violation not be resolved by the abatement date. If I find sufficient cause to postpone enforcement action at this time, I will table this case proceedings to another hearing date in the future. If you do not agree with my finding of fact and or ruling, then the property owner may appeal the administrative order on the case to the circuit court. An appeal must be filed within 30 days of the date of the execution of the administrative order to be appealed. In accordance with Florida statutes, if a person decides to appeal any decision made by the special magistrate with respect to any matter considered at these proceedings, then the person will need a verbatim record of the proceeding. This record includes the testimony and evidence upon which the appeal is to be based. The cost of obtaining the verbatim record shall be the sole responsibility of the appellant, and it is recommended that persons who plan to appeal their case should provide their own court reporter at the proceeding. Pursuant to city codes, if the city of North Miami prevails in prosecuting a case before the special magistrate, the city shall be entitled to recover all costs incurred in prosecuting the case. The current cost assessment amount is $100 per case. Once the city records an order that imposes a fine and authorizes a lien against the property, then the city will charge additional administrative fees to record and release the lien. Madam Clerk.
Good morning, thank you. Now I have our police officer to give administer the oath to our code officers and inspectors. We can hear you, officer.
I'm sorry, I was speaking to somebody in the lobby. I'm ready.
Thank you. If
Okay.
all of our inspectors and officers, can you please enable your camera? And Sanj, Ms. Sanders. There we go.
Okay, can everyone place your right hand over your chest, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. I believe our translator is also here. Then we'll move forward with the administer the oath to our Where is he? I saw him a few minutes ago. Is the translator here?
It
Yes,
should be
I'm here.
administered, was it administered to the officers, the
Yes,
inspectors?
just did.
Just at the pledge. Okay.
Yes.
Our interpreters are present?
I see
Yes,
one
I'm
here. We can't see you, sir. If you can please enable the camera so we can see you. Thank you.
I'm here.
All right, Officer Carter. I believe we're missing one more.
Is your name Marisol Estrada?
Mine?
What's your name, sir?
Oh, my name is Eric.
Eric, we have to change your name. That's not Marisol Estrada. I believe it's the company itself, but we have to change it to your actual name, sir.
Oh, I don't know why.
Eric, and what's your last name, Eric?
It's Delgado.
All right, let's just change it for you. All right, so in the meantime, we don't have any Creole translators, but I'm guessing you are our Spanish translator.
Yes, I am.
Okay, go ahead, Officer Carter. It's okay. We can go ahead.
Am I going to swear in the translators first or the officers first?
Officers first, and then we'll move forward with the translator. Thank you.
Okay.
I would say try to speak to the utility billing supervisor, if you're calling in.
Are all the officers on?
Yes, they are.
Okay. If everyone can raise their right hands, please. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony that you are about to give in these proceedings will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? If so, say aloud, I do.
I do.
Thank you. Now for the translator.
Should I?
Okay. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the translations which you are about to give in these proceedings will be accurate and correct to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? Say I do.
I do.
Thank you.
You don't get the bill
Thank you,
directly
officer.
mailed to you?
You're welcome.
Again, may I start reading?
Yeah, because if you
Yes,
have the bill,
absolutely.
you don't have
Thank
to
you.
do that line.
Good morning, and thank you for participating in today's special magistrate hearing. I will review the process by which today's hearing will be conducted. Make sure your device is always muted unless you are giving a testimony on a case. If you are using two devices to participate in today's hearing, be sure your audio is only enabled on one device. When your case is called, if you're signed into Zoom, you will receive notification giving your access to audio, video, so that you may give your testimony. If you are physically at the City Hall and wish to give testimony, you must sign in with the code clerk and await a text message indicating your case is ready to be heard. Upon receiving that message, you should immediately come to the Code Compliance Office to be provided with access to a computer. If you would like to speak on behalf of a case, once the case is called, you should click the raise hand button to be acknowledged. Before giving testimony on your case, please state your name, property address, and relationship to the property. If you wish to have an interpreter assist during your case, please indicate that this when your case is called. Your magistrate, that concludes the instructions. I do have your abatement dates and quite a few amendments on this agenda.
Okay, I'll start with the abatement dates, please.
All right, so 30 days, September 15th,
Mhm.
60 days, October 17th, and 90 days, November 17th.
Wonderful. Thank you. All right, so what are the any additions or
Amendment, yes, so we have case number 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 27 have been tabled.
All right, no problem. You're welcome.
Okay,
And
That
case
means-
number 29 has been closed.
okay, 29 is closed. And the others, is that for 30 or 60 days? Item number
The
5.
others are gonna be 60 days because we already started working on the September agenda, so that means that they'll go to the October. So it'll be 60 days.
Okay. Okay, wonderful.
Thank
All
you.
right. 60 days. Okay, if you're ready, you may call your first case.
Okay,
60
so
days.
we do have gentleman outside on the lobby, so we'll move forward with that one. That's case number 17.
Okay.
No, actually, my apologies. We're gonna start with case number 17. Give me 1 second. I had someone that actually logged in and registered, but I don't see them here in the system.
For 17?
Number 17, but
Okay.
so I do have the officer here that I need him to finish early because he has some other duties that I need him to complete. So if we can please go ahead and move forward with number 17 first, and then we'll move forward to the other one.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Case number 17. My apologies, let me share. Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah, I can.
Amazing. So case number 17, DR Real Estate Properties LLC, AEAN 2025-00002 is the case number. The officer for this case is Mr. Reynold Casimir.
Good morning,
Good morning.
Magistrate. The case is for property 1055 Northwest 126th Street. The case is based off of the animals being at large without being restrained or on a collar or on a leash. Apparently, we had a resident walking by the property and 4 dogs pretty much kind of chased her down the block. And she complained, and she actually sent us some video also, but that the dogs are like loose and running without any proper supervision. Since then, I've spoken to the property owner, and I've spoken to the owner, and I've gone out to the property. The dogs are not there, and the property owner let me know also yesterday that the dogs have since been removed from the property.
Okay. Tell me about notice.
So we sent the notice to appear on June 27th, 2025. And we also have the video that unfortunately I was not able to add to the agenda because it doesn't let me attach a format. It doesn't let me attach it, but I do have it available if you would like to see it.
You're indicating you cannot play it here?
No, I no, that's what I'm saying. I can actually play it here. It's just that unfortunately the format doesn't let me upload it to our agenda previously, but I can actually play it today.
Yeah, you can play
absolutely.
it. Yes, okay. I want to see it since the individual's not present. Okay. Here's my issue. The person who sent you the video has to be able to testify in terms of who owns the dogs. And I can't make a ruling without the full context. I don't know, who these dogs belong to. I don't have someone who's present who can testify that, they saw these dogs with this owner, went into this house after they were chased down. I understand your testimony, Inspector Casimir, that you spoke to the owner and they informed you that the dogs are no longer there, but it's based on what's being presented to me, it's not enough for me to be able to make a ruling.
I
Gotcha.
also have one of the inspectors of the area that's actually on here today that he would like to testify if you'd like.
Okay.
Inspector DeSange.
Hello, how you doing, Magistrate?
Morning.
Very well.
I'm fine. So the dogs that's in the picture, they actually do belong to that homeowner. Reason being because my mom lives 3 houses away on the same block, and they're always loose outside. It's they have a couple of Dutch Hound mixed dogs, and the neighbor next door has a little black and white like furry dog, and they all join in and come out together and just be up and down the block continuously until they're sighted. Now, not so much so, but that's been going on for a while now.
Okay, based on your own,
Yes, ma'am.
based on your own observation.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
My mom's been living there for like 34 years, and those people are renting a property that's been there for I believe like around 5 years. So now,
All right.
and
So you have personally observed these dogs,
yes,
neighbors'
yes,
dogs running loose in the neighborhood with no
Yes.
leash, and
yes,
you know for a fact that it belongs to that property and those
yes. It's
owners.
the brown and white dog, the white and black dog. There's like 4 dogs in total, but the ones that look like hot dogs, and most of them look like they have the long shape. They belong to the 1055 house. The white and black dog, I don't know if that's in question. The white and black furry dog, it's the house address 1025. It would be 2 houses over, and that dog comes out and joins the other dogs that are already out, and then they just hang out because the owners don't actually walk the dogs. What they do, they just open the door or the gate, and the gate
And
is
let the
always
dogs
open,
come out.
and then just let the dogs come out. So if somebody's walking by, they'll just run across the street or something like
Okay.
that. Sometimes when I have to walk my dogs that I keep at my mom's property, you'll see them running around, and also and my mom lives like I said 3-4 houses down within the same block.
Okay. All right. So based on the unrebutted testimony of the 2 officers, then I will make a finding that the violation did exist. But now you're telling me that the dogs are no longer there, correct? Which means that portion
Correct.
of the case has been rectified.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what is it that the city's asking me? Is it to adjudicate so that if it comes back, I'm sorry?
Adjudication with a one-time fine.
With a one-time fine.
Okay. All right. So based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer, I find that the violation did exist. I also find good notice, given proper notice. The owners have failed to appear, hereby find in favor of the city enter an adjudication. Since this matter has been rectified, there will be a one-time fine of $500. Next case.
Thank you, Magistrate.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Next case is case number 14 and 15. Would you like me to go one at a time?
Yes, please.
Case number 14, Crystal Bay Investments LLC, CEFOB 2023-00499. Inspector for this case is Miss Shanna Sanders. And I'm so sorry, my apologies. Let me unmute. I'm trying to unmute he's here in person at the lobby.
Okay. He needs to be sworn in.
Yes, I'm trying to unmute him and it's not letting me. Give me 1 second, I'm sorry.
Is there someone there that can assist me?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
That man out there needs help, Greg.
Try to speak now. Okay. Can you hear
There
me?
we are. Good morning, sir. Yes.
Good morning.
Please
morning.
raise your right hand. Do you
I'm sorry.
solemnly swear or affirm the testimony?
1 second.
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay. His hand wasn't raised. I didn't think he could hear you.
Thank you. Please, do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in these proceedings shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God. Please say I do.
I do.
All right. Good morning, sir. Please state your full name in relationship to the property.
My name is Rogelio Rodriguez. I'm the owner of the property.
Thank you, sir. Inspector.
Janice Sanders, City of North Miami Neighborhood Service Department Inspector. These both cases are for property address 12275 Northeast 6th Avenue. The first case is for failure to obtain the business tax receipt. And if you don't mind, we can kind of hear them together because they kind of go coincide with each other. You can't get one without the other.
Understood. And allow Madam Clerk to list the second case as well. Madam Clerk, you can read the second one into the record.
Number 15.
Number 15, yes.
Okay. Case number 15, Investments LLC, CEZCU 2023-00827. The officer for this case is also Ms. Janice Sanders.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. So for the second case, number 15, CEZCU 2023-00827, I'll start with that one since that's what you have to obtain first before even applying for the certificate of use. I initially inspected the property on June 28th, 2023 while doing a annual housing inspection. At the time of doing the annual housing inspections, we make it a habit to go ahead and check the licensure for the property. At that time, I looked in the system, looked at SunViz, and there was no business tax receipt for this apartment building. I have given over 2 years for them to make contact with me and to apply. I spoke with a woman about a year ago, and I do apologize. I mean, it's such an old case, but maybe a year and a half ago, who stated she would do what she needed to do to obtain the business tax receipt and certificate of use. Here we are 2 years later, 2+ years later, no business tax receipt and or certificate of use has been obtained for the small apartment building that's located at this property.
All right, Mr. Rodriguez,
Yes.
what's
So-
going on, sir? It's been taking,
Yes,
it's
so-
taken 2 years.
I can only speak for myself.
Okay.
I was only made aware of this weekend when I saw a certified letter. On Monday, I contacted, I didn't get a last name, okay, but I contacted a person named Anna at, I think, Community something. She instructed me as to how I was to obtain the business tax receipt to later obtain the certificate of use. You know, I've owned this property now since 2011. I don't understand, quite frankly. Look, I understand that not knowing is not an excuse, but I just didn't know. So nobody, you know, you guys send me all kinds of licenses and bills and stuff, and I pay them. I don't know who the officer spoke to. I can only tell you that the minute that I received this and where I was made aware of this, because actually this letter was sent like a month before.
1 second. Are they vacuuming near you?
My
What's
apologies.
that?
I
They're
think
not
it's
vacuuming. They're outside cutting the lawn. This is
right.
at the city. They're they're cutting the grass outside. So that's what you're
Okay,
hearing, the blower.
okay.
You want me to
Uh,
wait?
No, I'm gonna mute mine
no,
while you're talking.
Okay.
okay.
So again, I received this. I saw this on Sunday. On Monday, I called Anna. Um, she instructed me as what I'm supposed to do. I have everything jotted down here. I've already have the form that I have to fill out that I believe is for the business tax receipt. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm already in the process of doing that. Um, um, the only thing that I have to figure out how I get is my warranty deed. So I guess I'm gonna call the attorney that did the closing or figure out how to get that. Um, and I believe that that's in order for me to obtain a tax. Oh, I have a tax ID that I know. So once I do that, I'm supposed to, I guess, bring that over to here, and then a gentleman by the name of Raphael will take over to do the certificate of use. That's my understanding. That's what I intend to do.
Okay. Did you have a company, a property management office that was taking care of that for you in the past? I don't understand how, because
Look, I have
obviously you've had it in the past, because if you've only been out of compliance since 2023, then that would mean that you've had it before. It's just that it was never renewed and it just probably fell through the cracks.
I, to be quite honest with you, I don't know. Basically, look, this is, I have a job. It's what I do. I had a family member taking care of things. Obviously, fell through the cracks. Honestly, I thought I never had it. That's what I thought that from 2011 when I brought this to right now, I hadn't had it. As a matter of fact, you may want to check your records because I believe that's what Anna told me.
Yeah, and magistrate, he never obtained it. He doesn't have it. This isn't for a failure to renew. This is a failure to obtain it.
Oh, okay. All right. What is the city asking?
Um, I'm asking for an adjudication, possibly with a short abatement date. This has been over 2 years. I understand he's stating it was just brought to his attention. However, and I'm looking here at the date that I opened it in, at the date that I did the inspection. This has been
And allow me to make the allow me to make this right.
60 days. Please make the best with a 60 abatement date.
To the list as of
Recording in progress.
All right. Okay. All right, bye.
All right, so the last thing that we discussed was case number 17. Ms. Rivas, my apologies, our internet went on down citywide, but we're back up. I'm gonna go ahead and promote you as a panelist. If you can hear me, Ms. Rivas, go ahead and accept that invitation.
Please enable your video and audio. Ms. Rivas, if you can hear me, please turn on your camera and your audio.
This on. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I can't see you.
And there's also an
There's
echo
an
in the
echo.
background.
Can you see me now?
Yes, there you are.
Thank you so much. Good
All
morning.
right. Good morning. Did you call that? Did you put it on the record?
No, not yet, not yet. To make sure that it's recording first. It is
Okay.
recording.
And swear in, please.
Absolutely. All right, Ms. Rivas, if you could please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this proceeding shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God, please say I do.
I do.
Thank you. And the case
Right.
number, it's case 17, UR Real Estate Properties LLC. Case number is AEANL 2025-00002. The officer for this case is Mr. Reynald Casimir. This case was heard before, but because of issues that we've been having and technical difficulties, we're going back to it. Mr. Casimir, are you here? I can hear you, but I can. Oh, there we are. Okay.
You can hear me?
All right, Ms. Rivas.
All right. So,
It's like I can't hear anybody else. I don't know what's going on. Everybody
you
can
can
hear me.
hear us. We can hear you, but you have to be able to hear us.
We can hear you, Ray.
Okay.
But
So-
okay, so
Are you
hear us?
able to hear us or no?
No, that's the thing. I can't hear you guys. I don't know why.
Take you want to take off the
Earpiece.
your earpiece?
Yeah, I just took it off.
That's fine.
That's good. That's good.
All right. I just want to update Ms. Rivas. Ms. Rivas, I did hear the case and I did make a ruling, but I would want to have the officer testify again, and then I will give you an opportunity to testify.
Thank you.
Because so you can have your day in court. You may proceed, Inspector.
Okay. The case is about the dogs being at large, without a leash, without supervision, just being loose on the property, and we had them chase a resident, I guess, and they recorded the whole incident. But like I said before, I spoke to the owner, and I spoke to the person that's renting the property, the tenant, and they assured me that they have everything in control and the dogs are off the property and they're not there right now.
Can you play the video for Ms. Rivas, please?
And it doesn't have a permit. Or maybe police can maybe point to the Did you call the main line or they already transferred over? Which is the 305 95 1932. Okay, I can try 3112.
All right, Ms. Rivas,
Yes.
is there anything you'd like to add, you'd like to say?
The only thing that I wanted to say is that only one dog belonged to my tenant. The other two of the dogs belong to a person who was living on the house right across, 1040. And the other one belongs to someone that lives like 3 houses east of the house. And the dog apparently escaped. Underneath the fence is not that they open the doors and the small dog goes out. And it was resolved. Actually, the tenant was breaking the lease contract because he was not allowed to have a dog there. So as it was said, everything was resolved because the dog is no longer in the property. And the person that used to live across the street, apparently that person moved out.
All right. I believe there was another officer who testified that at least 2 belong to your tenant.
No, just one. And the tenant hasn't been there like 5 years, he said also. With all due respect, it's been only 1 year.
Okay. The 1040 across the street, those people, it's a Haitian couple that that's been living there for years. They never had any dogs at all. And the black and white dog, which I said to the magistrate, which I told her, which is that one dog that you guys didn't own, lives 2 houses over, which I did explain that to the magistrate. But the house 1040, they've never had a dog. And I've known that because I've been living in the neighborhood for 30 years. And my mom lives on that same exact block. And every day, I mean, you're probably renting out the house. You don't know that your tenant has these dogs at their house. But even when I have to go walk my dogs, those dogs are loose. So you probably just don't know. But the 1040, they moved recently, probably within
that one.
Yes, they moved in a couple months ago, but they never had dogs on that property.
Oh, well, I was told that those dogs belong to those persons that live in that house that it was recently vacant.
Yeah.
So, and
they
that's
probably
why,
didn't tell you that.
And that's why those dogs are no longer there. And the dog on my tenant is no longer visiting. Actually, who was visiting is the girlfriend's dog. So.
Yeah, there was a lot of people there recently, so that probably were their dogs that were there that day, around that time period. But they were at that home.
Okay, so what I did was enter an adjudication, which means that I did find you in violation. And since I was told that the dogs were removed, I entered a one-time fee of $500.
Okay.
Okay. And
was I the only one being fined on this? Because those, as I said, it's only one dog. And the other one, the black and white, is also on the streets all the time. So
okay, I'm only dealing with your case right now.
I see.
The officer did testify that the black and white dog did not belong to your tenant.
And the other 2 dogs didn't belong to my tenant either.
Um, the inspectors testified otherwise. Your tenants may not be telling you the whole truth, considering that they were not supposed to have dogs on the property.
Okay.
But the testimony is that the dogs are belong at that property. So that's my ruling.
Okay.
And good luck to you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All
Have a
right.
good day. Bye-bye.
Yes. Bye.
Okay, sorry about that. We're gonna go ahead and call case number 6 and 7. I believe they're here to Mr. Bauer, Josue. Are you? Can you hear me? I'm promoting you to be a panelist, Mr. Josue. We can hear you, sir.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Okay, yes. This is Anthony Acosta. We're calling about the property for Next Level Motors.
This is case number 6 and case number 7.
Yes.
Give me 1 minute, please.
Thank you.
Of course. It's your name, Josue, or is it Anthony?
No, my name is Anthony.
All right, Mr. Anthony, can you please, what's your last name?
Acosta, Acosta.
Okay, Anthony. Mr. Acosta, if you can please raise your right hand.
Okay, got it.
I can't see you, sir.
I can. I'm a little disabled, so my left hand doesn't work that good. Can you see it now?
You're covering the camera with your thumb, so I'm not able to see.
Hold on. Right now,
We can see you now.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
All right, Ms. Cynthia, before you swear in, please state the case for the rep. You can swear him in.
By all means. Case number 6, 640 Northeast 128th Street. 640 Northeast 128th Street, LLC. Case number CEFOB 2024-00098. Would you like me to read number 7 as well?
Correct.
Okay, case number 7, 640 Northeast 128th Street, LLC. CEZCU 2024-00080. In both cases, the inspector is Mr. Jonathan Magistrate. May I swear in Mr. Acosta?
Mr. Acosta, yes,
Thank
please.
you.
Yes, I'm
Mr.
here.
Acosta, my apologies. Go ahead and please raise your right hand.
Got it.
Thank you. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this proceeding shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God. Please say I do.
I do.
Thank you. The officer is Mr. Lemestre. Mr. Lemestre, please.
Mr. Acosta, 1 second. What is your relationship to this property?
I'm a tenant. I rented the property.
All right. Okay. Thank you, sir. Okay. Inspector?
Good morning, everyone. Neighborhood Service Inspector Jonathan Lemestre, and this case is being heard for the first time. On April 27th, 2024, I opened a notice of violation for case number 6 for the business not having a business tax receipt. The Development Service Department, our zoning department, they informed me about a auto dealership that was operating at 650 Northeast 128th Street in North Miami. The Development Service Department informed me that that area is not zoned to have an auto dealership at the location. I posted the notice of violation on April 27, 2024, and I also sent a certified letter via property appraiser on April 27, 2024. As of, and I apologize, July 3rd of 2025, I also posted the notice to appear for the magistrate. And I apologize, July 18th for the final reinspection date, the business Next Level Motors is still being advertised as a car dealership at the location. And yeah, it's still being advertised as an auto dealership at the location, and that's why I brought this case before you. I do have development services, Rafael Padron. He's the administrative coordinator for the business tax receipt office. He could also give testimony if you need him to. But I have been working with Next Level Motors. One of the representatives has been in contact with me and with the director of development services, Debbie Love. And we're trying to find a solution to not have Next Level Motors. So they did open a new business at the location called Next Level Studios, which is a studio, like a photo studio. And for Next Level Motors, they informed us that they have moved their operations out of North Miami, but the advertisement is still going on. But the owner or the representative has informed me that they did change their Sunbiz, and that they're changing their website to reflect that their business is no longer in North Miami, but now in Hialeah. That's all.
Okay. All right. Who did you want me to hear from first?
I don't know if Rafael Padron will be able to give testimony
Okay.
from the Development Services Department.
Sure. Mr. Padron?
Hi, I'm trying to get the video on. Okay. Basically, everything Jonathan said is accurate. I do see that the owner, or at least the representation for the owner, has been making a conscious effort to remove all mention of the dealership aspect from North Miami. But that's that. Currently, their business tax receipt and certificate of use for Next Level Studio Shop, which is the business that did open in that space, we have the stipulation: no auto sales and vehicle storage is prohibited. It's meant for photography, podcasts, and photo shoots. That's all that the space is allowed for, has been approved for.
Okay. All right. Mr. Acosta?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, we understand what it was. We comply with all the necessary agreement that they just said. Next Level Motors is no longer there. It's been moved to Hialeah. And all we're doing is Next Level Studio is for photo shots and podcasts. And there's no cars inside the premises whatsoever.
Okay. All right. What is the city requesting at this time?
I'm requesting for an adjudication to show that they were operating at the location, and if they were to operate again, we could hit them with a fine, or at least it's on record that they were operating, but at the moment they are no longer. They are cooperating with the city to remove every mention of Next Level Motors in North Miami.
All right. Based on the testimony before me, I do find that the violation did exist. Favor of the city enter an adjudication. I also find that there's been compliance. And so as long as they remain compliant, a daily fine is just an adjudication, because if this matter comes back, then now you become a repeat violator. But Mr. Acosta, good luck to you, sir. If there's nothing else, you're free to leave.
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it.
All right, sir. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Padron.
My pleasure.
I am so sorry. I didn't get half of that. It was cutting off. You found them guilty for both cases?
That is correct. There is an adjudication, and obviously costs for today, but there will be a fine or a daily fine because they are already in compliance. And so the adjudication is for future, in the event that they revert back to dealership, then it becomes a repeat violation.
So they won't. Okay, understood. So it's only the amendment fee that
adjudication for costs.
Got
Just
it.
adjudication court costs.
Understood. For both cases, correct?
Correct. Yes.
All right, perfect. Just wanted to be on the same page. Appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Mr. Acosta. You may leave, sir. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
All right, bye-bye.
I do have one other attendee here that she's not answering. I'm gonna go ahead and try to see. Miss Edna Senyo, can you please accept my invite? I'm promoting you to a panelist. Miss Edna?
Do we still have our Creole interpreter? Mr. Interpreter, can you just translate just in case there's a language barrier?
Okay, I will.
Ask her to join.
Oui, madame, est-ce qu'on peut connecter pour entrer dans la réunion?
Oh, there she is.
Here.
Miss
Hello?
Senyo, what case number are you here for, ma'am?
Quel numéro dossier là, madame?
The case number is MHZI0 2024-0005.
And the address?
14699 Northeast 18th Avenue, apartment 4A4.
It's number 31, Cynthia, on the
Thank you, Ms.
docket.
Sanders.
All
You're
right,
welcome.
Zeno, if you can enable your video, please.
Yes. Do you see me? Yes.
Okay, so it'll be number 30 and number 31, actually.
30 and 31. Okay. All right.
Do you see me?
We can see
Yes,
you.
we do.
And we can
Okay.
hear you as well.
Okay.
So my apologies. You said 14699 Northeast 18th Ave?
Yes, 18th
Okay.
Avenue.
Thank you. So it'll be case number 30 and case number 31.
If we can we hear her for 31? She's only here for 31. Both of them are for center court, but she's only here for her unit, which is 31.
Okay.
All right. Understood. Case number 31, YMP Center Court LLC, MHVIO 2024 00075. Ms. Senyo, please raise your right hand. Thank you. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you are about to give in this proceedings shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God. Please say, I do.
I do.
Ma'am, what is your relationship to the property?
I'm just renting.
Okay. All right. You may proceed, Inspector.
Shanna Sanders, Neighborhood Service Inspector. This one is for property address 14699 Northeast 8th Avenue. This violation was brought to my attention February 9th of 2024.
Services, this is Cynthia.
I'm sorry, where I was called out regarding a unit that had leaking water at the property, and the baseboards were damaged. At that time, I went out to the property, inspected. I met with the tenants at the property. Her parents, I believe, reside there as well. They were there and showed me the property. Miss Edna was at work, so she assisted with translating for me through them. However, at the time of my inspection, I did observe water on the floor. I did observe the wall and the baseboards that was damaged. From what I visibly saw, appeared to be, water damage. I cited the property. The maintenance man, the head maintenance man, came up to the unit, met us. We all agreed that some work needed to be done. At that time, I gave them, I believe, about a week or two, maybe, a little more, to make the necessary repairs. Fast forward now to a year later, I understand, and throughout this year, I've been visiting the property off and on every few months because, from my understanding, the wall and the baseboards have been repaired. However, there is leakage still happening there. They are at this present time, since the court has sent in permit applications to do some repairs to their walls and some outside work or something to that effect. However, this unit is still leaking water, as you're seeing in the pictures. Again, it was visibly repaired as per the fascia boards, but the water is still leaking every time we get a heavy rain. My last inspection, after I posted a notice to appear, I visited the property again. um, Her mother brought to my attention again it's leaking. Saw, small water damage. I did ask, maybe on the next rainy day they can give me a call so I can see, just how much damage, still and still. Repairs has been made, but it's still leaking. Um, I was hoping Center Court would be here to give testimony as well as to, what's going on, why is it taking so long. They've been instructed to possibly, break down that wall or break into the wall, seeing that they do have permits to, do some of that work. But still, the violation still remains. Regarding the leakage of the water and the water that's coming into the unit.
Okay, Madam Sino,
Yes.
anything you'd like to add?
Yes, everything she said is correct. They was trying to fix it, but it looked like they covered the water still coming into the wall. They just like cover it, and we have problem with the mold and stuff like that. That's why we're not gonna renew because we've been having problem for a long time here. So that's why we're gonna move. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the enforcement officer, and the witness, I find that the violation does exist. When did you say notice was provided?
The notice to appear was hand delivered on, I'm showing here, August 1st of 2022. I hand delivered it to the assistant manager as well as posted it on the front door of the unit. And certified mailing was mailed out by the administrative staff on July 9th.
All right. I find good notice given proper notice. Owners have failed to appear. Hereby find in favor of the city, enter an adjudication. Owners have 30 days by which to resolve the violation. If the violation is not resolved by the abatement date, there will be a daily fine amount of $450. Messino, thank you for your appearance today and your testimony. I do find that they are in violation. I do find that they had notice for today's hearing, but has failed to appear. And so I do find that the violation exists. If they don't fix the problem within 30 days, they will have daily fines of $450. Okay? Good luck to you and your parents. Sure.
Thank you. Thank you, Miss Sandra.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you. So we don't have any more attendees. Would you like to continue with the regular agenda?
Yeah, but let's release the interpreters.
Oh yes, absolutely. I'm not sure. Mr. Nixon?
Yes.
You're free to go, sir. Thank you. We appreciate you.
The Spanish interpreters here.
Thank you for his
under Marisol, I
Mr.
think.
Delgado?
Yes, I'm here.
Sir, you're free to go. Thank you. We appreciate you and your services.
Okay, have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Appreciate you.
All right, before we proceed, I need to take a quick break. Let's do 5 minutes. I need to use the restroom.
Absolutely. Thank
All
you.
right.
We'll be back at 11.
All right.
Recording stopped. Recording in progress.
All right, we're back on the record.
We are back.
Your next case.
Did I hear me?
So the first.
It's not a bot.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and start calling case number 13020 Northeast 6th Ave, Prestige and Prestige ESC Property Management LLC, MHVIO 2023-00957. This case was found guilty by Magistrate Smith, and officer for this case is Mr. Jamie George.
Good morning.
Good
I'm
morning.
Inspector George for the City of North Miami. This case was heard previously by Magistrate Smith. I posted a notice to appear. One second. I posted a notice to appear July 3rd, and they have not submitted an extermination report with the city.
All right. Can you put the list back up again? Because you have my entire screen, so I'm not able to pull mine.
Oh, I'm sorry. What will you need? I'm sorry.
The list.
Oh, I'm not sharing it.
The agenda.
Today has been great with the internet. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm sorry about that. Let's.
Okay.
Here we go.
Great. So the case was for them to provide proof of extermination, correct? The extermination report.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And your testimony is that it has not been provided.
Right. They haven't contacted me. I haven't heard anything from the property owner.
All right. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer, I find that the violation still exists. Also find good notice, given proper notice, orders have failed to appear. The daily fine amount of $350 is hereby ratified.
Thank you, Magistrate. Case number 13020 Northeast 6th Avenue, Prestige and Prestige EST Property Management LLC, MHBIO 2023-00958. This case was found guilty by Magistrate Smith. Officer for this case is Mr. Jamie George as well.
Good morning. For this same thing, well, I'm sorry, this is the same property for a different violation, but yeah, they did work at the rear of the property. It was found guilty by Magistrate Smith. I posted notice to appear July 3rd, and there is no permit on file for the work that was done.
I'm trying to find the photos. My apologies. Give me 1 second. There we go.
Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer, I find that the violation still exists. Also find good notice. Owners have failed to the daily fine amount of $350 is hereby ratified.
Case number 13131 Sunrise Plaza LLC, CEFOB 2023-00453, found guilty by Magistrate Smith. The officer for this case is Ms. Shanna Sanders.
I'm sorry. Give me one moment. I apologize. What I did with my cases? Oh, right here. Oh, my Lord. If it was any closer. This one is for the FOB. Shanna Sanders, Neighborhood Service Inspector. This is a case that was already, that was previously heard by the special magistrate. As of my reinspection, compliance has not been met. I am showing proper service was given. I posted the notice to appear at the property on June 30th. 2025. Notice was also mailed out on July 8th, 2025 by the administrative staff. I'm showing the administrative coordinator Raphael Padron is raising his hand. My testimony is that compliance has not been met, but I'll let him give additional testimony if he needs to.
Okay.
Yes, this business has come in numerous times to pick up applications, and process has been explained to him those numerous times. In fact, last week he came in and I handed it to him and I recognized him and I said, I believe I've handed this information to you guys before. You need to take care of this. And all he said was, oh yeah, okay. That was that. But same thing, they haven't done it in a long time. They haven't done what they needed to do. So I just wanted to make you aware that the owner is aware, because I've spoken to him at least twice in the 2 years.
All right. Yes, I appreciate that, your testimony. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the both inspectors, I find that the violation still exists. I also find good notice, given proper notice, owners have failed to appear. The daily fine amount of $250 is hereby ratified, and this is retroactive to the May 16th, 2025, Madam Clerk. Madam Clerk?
Sorry. Hi.
Hi. Do you understand, correct?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Yes, ma'am. I was taking the notes on my agenda.
Okay. All right.
Case number 4-13100 Sunrise Plaza LLC CEZCU 2023-00773. This case was found guilty by Magistrate Smith. The inspector for this case is Ms. Shanna Sanders.
Shanna Sanders, Neighborhood Service Inspector, same testimony. These violations, coincide with each other. One was for the business tax receipt. This one is for the certificate of use. Again, this case was already heard at the April magistrate hearing, which gave which was found guilty, asked them to abate by May 16th. Again, same testimony as of my reinspection. Compliance has not been met.
All right.
Proper given, same thing. June 30th of 2025, I posted a notice on, I'm sorry, I hand delivered it. I hand delivered the notice to the store clerk, and it was mailed out by the administrative staff on July 9th.
All right. It's the same owners as the previous case, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. So I'll take the same testimony that I heard from Officer Padron as well. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the inspectors, I find that the violations still exist. Also find good notice, given proper notice, owners have failed to appear. The daily fine amount of $300 is hereby ratified, retroactive to May 16, 2025.
And I'm just gonna make sure, Magistrate, because I heard you say 300, but I'm looking at the paper. I'm showing 350. I just want to make sure, especially while it's being recorded. Ms. Alvarez, is it 300 or 350?
350.
350. I'm actually writing down 350, and you said I said 300, right?
Yes, I just want to make sure that because
I'm looking at 350.
This will be the one case that they appealed in.
Yes, absolutely. So yes, 350. That's interesting how the mind works, because I wrote down 350. I saw 350, and then I said 3.
Perfect. Next case is gonna be case number 8. Andrei Lytsenko, case number CESTA 2023-00092. This case was found guilty by Magistrate Smith. The inspector for this case is Mr. Jonathan Lemestry.
Good morning, everyone. Neighborhood Service Inspector Jonathan Lemestry, and this case is being heard for the second time. To give you an update on the status of the short-term advertisement, on May 23rd, 2023, I opened a notice of violation after receiving a report from the North Miami Police Department stating that there is an Airbnb operating at the location. I opened the notice of violation on May 23rd of 2023, posted the notice of violation, mailed the notice of violation via property appraiser. They were found guilty by Magistrate Smith, and they had to abate by May 16th, 2025. The fine was set at $500 plus $100 cost assessment. On July 3rd of 2025, I posted the notice to appear for the special magistrate. And on July 18th, as of my final reinspection, the advertisement is still occurring on Airbnb.com. Anyone could make a reservation at the house, and that's the property right there. Posted the notice of violation, and that is the advertisement that's still being shown on Airbnb.com. And the advertisement's still occurring.
Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer, I find that the violation still exists. Also find good notice, given proper notice, owners have failed to appear. The daily fine amount of $500 is hereby ratified. Just double checking, making sure I'm saying it right.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, next case is case number 9, Andre Lysenko, CESTR 2023 to 00052. This case hasn't been heard before. Jonathan?
It's the same property, right?
It is the same property.
It is the same property. Magistrate Smith, he wanted this case to be tabled because he wanted more information, more proof that
Understood.
the rental was occurring at the property. So the advertisement was found guilty, but this rental, I was able to find.
But the rental itself, okay, understood. Okay, so case number CESTR 2023000052. Inspector for this case is Mr. Jonathan Lemestre.
Yes. Neighborhood Service Inspector Jonathan Lemestre. As the previous case, I opened a notice of violation on May 23rd, 2023, after receiving a report from the North Miami Police Department that a short-term rental was occurring at the location. I posted the notice of violation, and I also mailed the notice of violation via property appraiser. Madam Clerk, can you go up just one? That one right there, with the women below. Yes, that one. So I posted the notice of violation on May 23rd, 2023. I also posted the notice to appear at the property on July 3rd of 2025. As of the final reinspection date on July 18th, 2025, I went to the property and I spoke to the two women that's on the picture, and they informed me that they were actually renting the property. That they rented the property via Airbnb. So at that very moment, they were literally having a short-term rental occurring at the location after speaking to the two ladies to confirm that there is a short-term rental occurring at the property.
And this was on July 18th?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So with a short-term rental, with the two women giving testimony to me saying that they are renting the property via the police report and the advertisement that's occurring on Airbnb with multiple reviews, there is a short-term rental still occurring at the property.
Okay. Let me see the police report and the reviews. Do you have those?
Yeah, the police report should be there. I remember attaching it.
These are.
So this is the advertisement on Airbnb, and yes, there should be reviews. I believe there's.
Scroll up. No, up. I saw them a minute ago.
This is the police report.
This is the police report on May 2023. Notifying
right there?
us. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, understood. Can you scroll back to the reviews? I know I saw something. Keep going up.
Here we
Okay,
go.
you're there. Okay. Very nice and clean. Definitely had enough fun for everyone, and we had 12 people stay. Great house, lots of bed. There was no just I see. This is perfect. Lots of fun. I have a bachelor degree. Such a all right. Seen enough.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the court enforcement officer, I find that no violation does exist. I also find good notice. Given proper notice, the owners have failed to appear. Hereby find in favor of the city entering adjudication. You said it's ongoing, right? This is still going on, or was that a?
It's still ongoing. I can make a reservation to host the Airbnb. And I put the dates for August 16th and August 18th, so anyone could do the rental at the property if they wanted to.
Okay. There will be 30 days by which to resolve the violation. If the violation is not resolved by the abatement date, there will be a daily fine amount of $500.
How much? I'm sorry.
$500.
Thank you. Case number 16. Empire Legacy Management CELDR 2023000036. The officer for this case is Ms. Shanna Sanders.
Shanna Sanders, Neighborhood Service Inspector. This is for property address 65 Northwest 119th Street. This is a new case. This is a new case that was initially inspected on February 7th of 2023. Actually, I'm sure in February 6th of 2023, I initially observed this violation. I believe a complaint was called out to me, and I went by the property. I sent out the notice of violation the next day, being February 7th. I have not had any contact with anyone other than the tenant at the property who states that she'll pass on the message to the property owner. As of my last reinspection, some of the rocks have been removed, and now they've actually even installed an asphalt driveway there. Some concrete or asphalt. I'm not really familiar with the materials, but it's now concrete rocks and asphalt or concrete poured. I am showing proper service was given. I posted the property. I actually hand delivered it to the tenant for the approach on June 30th of this year. Notice of violation was mailed out. The notice of appeal was mailed out by the administrative staff on July 8th. Again, as of my reinspection on the 22nd, the driveway remains. No permit application has been submitted to the city, and I have not had any contact with the property owner regarding this matter at all.
Okay. You're saying they poured concrete on it from?
Yeah, when when I initially, I apologize. When I initially inspected it, it seemed like it was like some broken up rocks and things of that nature. Maybe some, some broken up pavers or concrete or something that effect, as you maybe see in the picture there. Now, as I go back, I don't know if you can stop right there, go back down a little bit. Now, this here, it shows us there's maybe now some concrete poured and it's an additional rocks. It seems like there was an existing driveway approach there, but now it's like a grayish black addition to the existing driveway and rocks poured there too. I mean, placed there as well. This is a better picture right there. Some kind of they poured. I think there's asphalt or something there as well.
Okay, this is from 2023.
Yes, it's been an old violation. That's why I guess I kind of looked when I don't know if you noticed, I hesitated and saying, oh, I thought maybe this was already heard. I know we heard the case originally for the driveway, but I don't know why it wasn't attached. But now we're hearing one for the approach to the driveway. But yes, it's from 2023. The city as well as I apologize for being delayed this long. But yeah, compliance hasn't been met since this time frame.
Okay. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the court enforcement officer and the evidence presented, I find that the violation does exist. Good notice, given proper notice, owners have failed to appear, hereby found in favor of the city, enter an adjudication. Owners have 30 days by which to resolve. Violation is not resolved by the abatement date, there will be a daily fine amount of $250.
Thank you. Next case is case number 18. Heriberto Leon and Celeste. Case number CEBCR 2023000006. Inspector for this case is Mr. Jamie George.
Good morning. This violation happens to be a repeat violation. This particular case hasn't been heard, but they've been cited for the same violation before. It says that they paid a one-time fee back in September 2020. It says no, 2021. I'm sorry. The one-time fine was $250, but I posted notice to appear July 3rd, and the boats, the jet skis, the jet ski, and I don't know, the boat in the back was present at the time, and they still don't have any variance, administrative variance on file to keep the boats on the property.
Great. Based on the unrebutted I'm sorry. You said you posted it when?
July 3rd of this, July 3rd, 2025.
When that picture was taken?
Yeah, when that picture was taken, yeah. I posted the notice to appear.
We also sent a certified mail July 15th.
Okay. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the court enforcement officer and the evidence presented, I find that the violation does exist. Also find good notice, given proper notice, owners have failed to appear, hereby find in favor of the city, enter an adjudication. Owners have 30 days by which to resolve the violation. If the violation is not resolved by the abatement date, there will be a daily fine amount of $250.
Is that $250?
Correct.
Thank you. Case number 19, Joseph and One Corp. Case number CEMDU 2024000015. Inspector for this case is Mr. Jamie George.
What's the email address?
Good morning again. This violation was opened back in October of last year. We had received a complaint from the tenant at the time that there was visible mold in the unit. This is a condominium, so I issued the violation to the condo owner, but I have never received anything back from them. Like I haven't, they haven't contacted me or anything like that. The tenant has since moved out. So the unit itself is vacant right now, but they haven't given me any report for the mold.
Okay. So this is a condominium and this is just one unit, correct?
Yes, this is one unit, yes.
Okay. Great. And how many floors in the condominium?
If I'm not mistaken, I believe I want to say it's 3, but I'm not sure.
Okay. I'm just trying to see where does this unit falls.
The unit number is
The
1114.
first floor? Is that
No,
the first floor, the second floor, the third?
actually, it could be the 11th floor.
You said 11th floors?
Yeah, because the unit number is 1114.
Oh, I thought you said 3 floors.
Yeah, but I don't know, but yeah, it's the 11th floor.
I was just wondering if there's probably a bigger issue going on, but I'll leave it up to the building officials. Okay. Because if there's a leak, meaning that more than one unit would be affected by it, but okay. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer, I find that the violation does exist. Also find good notice, given proper notice. Owners have failed to appear. Hereby find in favor of the city entering into education. Owners have 30 days by which to resolve the violation. If the violation is not resolved by the abatement date, there will be a daily fine amount of $350.
Case number 20, Maria L. McClure, CEBPR 2024000070. Officer for this case is Miss Jana Sanders.
Jana Sanders, Neighborhood Service Inspector. This is a new case for 2700 Northeast 135 Street. This is a new case that was brought to my attention by a resident. They gave me several units in this condo that had did work without permits. At that time, I inspected the property, had a few conversations with all of the residents that were, if not most of the residents that were cited. I did have a conversation with this particular unit number on my initial inspection, which was May 16th of 2024, whereas I brought to their attention, what had took place, and that I was just here to follow up and see, if and what work was done. We did converse, and they admitted to having an emergency plumbing or sewer situation that went on, so they had to do some quick changes, which the city does allow within short time frames. However, we do, ask that you come and obtain the required permits. They did submit the applications to the city for the work that was done. However, the permit application was denied about a month later. A month later has turned into a year, and no further activity has taken place. So again, they have submitted an application after I inspected and had a conversation with them. However, that's where it has started and stopped. As of my re-inspection, again, compliance has not been met. I am showing proper service was given. I posted the property with the notice to appear on July 1st. Certified mailing was mailed out on the 9th. But yeah, no permits for the work that was done have been obtained.
All right. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer, I find that the violation does exist. Also find good notice, given proper notice, owners have failed to appear. I hereby find in favor of the city enter an adjudication. Owners have 30 days by which to resolve the violation. If the violation is not resolved by the abatement date, there will be a daily fine amount of $350.
Thank you. Case 21, Ricardo and Luis Costa, CEBPR 2024. Nope. CEBPR 2025-00265. The officer for this case is Mr. Jonathan Lemestre.
Good morning, Neighborhood Service Inspector Jonathan Lemestre. On June 25th, 2025, I opened a notice of violation. On June 26th, 2025, I opened a notice of violation for a generator that was installed on the property without a building permit on file. The city requested that the property owner obtain a building permit to have the generator on the property. They have failed to do so. I posted the notice of violation on June 26, and I also mailed a certified letter on June 26, 2025. On July 3rd of 2025, I posted a notice to appear at the property, and as of July 18th, 2025, the final reinspection date, the generator still remains on the property without a permit on file. So with this picture, you can see that there are cords that are connected from the generator. I will show you the generator. That's the generator right there. It's parked on the driveway. And we received a complaint from the neighboring property saying that the generator's been there for years, and there's nothing that's been done about it. So the reason why that this was open on such short notice and this was brought to your attention now, it's because we did open a violation earlier this year for the generator, but we put the wrong code section in, and that's the reason why. But they have been, the owners have been aware that the generator is not allowed, and they have to obtain a permit in order to have the generator on the property.
Okay. All right. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer, I find that the violation does exist. Also find good notice, given proper notice. Owners have failed to appear, hereby find in favor of the city, enter an adjudication. Owners have 30 days by which to resolve the violation. If the violation is not resolved, let me ask, do you believe there's a safety issue
So
with the generator? Or
I'm not sure. I'm not a building inspector, but I have noticed that I've taken aerial photos. Well, not aerial photos, but I checked on Property Appraiser, and I've seen that the generator has been there for over 5 years. Same spot, same position since 2020 that the generator's been there. It's been connected to the building.
Okay. All right. All right. So there will be a daily fine amount of $250. 30 days, $250, Madam Clerk, just in case.
Thank you, Madam. Yes. Case number 22, Ricardo and Luis Costa, CEMIS 2025-00226. Officer for this case is Mr. Jonathan Lemestre.
Yes, Special Magistrate, Neighborhood Service Inspector Jonathan Lemestre. Same case, but different code section. The generator is being stored on a trailer in the driveway without city approval. We asked the owners via the description of the violation to remove the generator from the property or coordinate with the North Miami Building Department for proper permitting of the generator before the reinspection date. Like the previous case, the violation was open on June 26, 2025, posted the notice of violation on June 26, and also mailed a certified letter to the property owner via Property Appraiser. On July 3rd of this year, I posted the notice to appear for the magistrate. And as of July 18th, there has been no attempt to remove the generator. The generator is still installed into the property, and it's still parked on the driveway on top of a trailer.
Based on the unrebutted testimony of the court enforcement officer, I find that the violation does exist. Also find good notice, given proper notice. Owners failed to appear, hereby enter an adjudication. Owners have 30 days. by which to resolve the violation. If the violation is not resolved by the abatement date, there will be a daily fine amount of $250.
Oh, give me 1 second. There's someone that's actually. Oh, never mind. No. Case number 23. Yes, Salem House Holding LLC, CEFLR 2023-000417, who was found guilty by Magistrate Smith. The officer for this case is Miss Jana Sanders. My apologies.
Jana Sanders, Neighborhood Service Inspector. This is a case for previous compliance. Property address 13155 Northeast 6th Avenue for failure to obtain the business tax receipt. As of my last reinspection on July 21st, the business tax receipt has still not been obtained. I am showing that I gave proper service. I posted the property with the notice to appear on June 30th, and certified mailing was mailed out by administrative staff. Sorry, 7/8. I'm sorry, July 8th. I wanted to make sure I'm saying it right. July 8th. But again, as of my reinspection on 7/21, compliance has not been met.
Right. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer, I find that the violations still exist. I also find good notice. Given proper notice, owners have failed to appear. The daily fine amount of $250 is hereby ratified.
Thank you. Number 24, Salem House Holding LLC, CEZZU 2023-00782, found guilty by Magistrate Smith. The officer for this case is Ms. Jana Sanders.
Jana Sanders, Neighborhood Service Inspector, same property, same, if not corresponding violation. This case is for the certificate of use not being obtained. I am showing proper service was given. I posted the property with the notice to appear on June 30th, 2025, and certified mailing was mailed out to the property owner by the administrative staff on the 8th of July. Upon my reinspection on July 21st, the certificate of use has still not been obtained for this apartment building.
Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer, I find that the violations still exist. Also find good notice. Given proper notice, owners have failed to appear. Daily fine amount of $250 is ratified.
You. Case number 25, Scott Andrew Galgia LLC, CEFOB 2023-00476. The officer for this case is Mr. Jonathan Lemestre.
Good morning, Neighborhood Service Inspector Jonathan Lemestre. On May 3rd, 2023, I conducted an annual housing inspection at 1020 Northeast 127th Street. This property is a multifamily commercial property, and one of the violations that we observed was the property owner does not have a business tax receipt, Scott Andrew Gallia LLC. I posted the notice of violation on May 3rd, 2023, and I also sent a certified letter via property appraiser to the property owner. On July 3rd of this year, 2025, I posted the notice to appear at the property, and we also sent a certified letter as well to the owner. As of July 18th, the final reinspection date, the property owner has failed to obtain the business tax receipt and the certificate of use. There is nothing in our file stating that they applied or it was issued to the property owner.
Okay. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer, I find that the violation does exist. Also find good notice, given proper notice. Owners have failed to appear. Hereby find in favor of the city and turn adjudication. Owners have 30 days by which to resolve the violation. If the violation is not resolved by the abatement date, there will be a daily fine amount of $250.
Case number 26, Cod and Regalia LLC, CEZZU 2023-00800. Officer for this case is Mr. Jonathan Lemestre.
Yes, Special Magistrate, Inspector Jonathan Lemestre, Neighborhood Services. This violation coincides with the previous violation. Again, I conducted an annual housing inspection at 1020 Northeast 127th Street, and this violation is in regard to the certificate of use. I posted the notice of violation at the property on May 3rd, 2023, sent a certified letter on May 23rd, 2023, and I also posted the notice of violation, posted the notice to appear for the magistrate on July 3rd of this year. And as of the final reinspection date on July 18th of 2025, the property owners failed to obtain the certificate of use. Nothing on file.
Okay. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the court enforcement officer and the evidence presented, I find that the violation does exist. Also find good notice, given proper notice. Owners have failed to appear. Hereby enter an adjudication. Owners have 30 days by which to resolve the violation. If the violation is not resolved by the abatement, a daily fine amount of $250.
Case number 28, Thomas Loschi, CEBPR 2024-00068. The officer for this case is Ms. Shannon Sanders.
Shannon Sanders, Neighborhood Service Inspector for Neighborhood Services Department. I'm going to ask that this case be dismissed if not closed. I spoke with the property owner this morning who brought to my attention that the permit has been renewed. We have been in contact over this past month. He's been going back and forth with his mechanic or his contractor who installed this permit back in 2022. Long story short, they finally resolved it, and that permit was obtained, if not renewed, and closed yesterday. So I'm going to ask again that this violation be closed.
All right.
So 28 and 29 has been closed, Ms. Sanders?
Yes.
Understood. Case number 30, YMP Center Court LLC, CEBPR 2024-00100. Officer for this case is Ms. Shannon Sanders.
Shannon Sanders, Neighborhood Service Inspector. This is a new case for Central Court Apartments, property owner being YMP Central Court LLC, for property address 14695 Northeast 18th Avenue for Building 3. This is a new violation that was brought to my attention on July 8th of 2024, whereas a disgruntled, recently fired, if not let go, employee called me and wanted to bring to my attention all the work that was done at Central Court without permits. At that time, I inspected the property. I see you laughing, Magistrate. I apologize. But yes, he brought to my attention, all the work that had been done, over the past few months. I did meet with the Central Court management as well as the head maintenance guy who did confirm that some work had been done. They stated that they did not know they needed permits in for some of the stuff. It was emergency. It happened over the weekend. I gave them 2 weeks to visit the city and to submit some applications. That 2 weeks has come and gone, and here we are over a year later. Still no work has been no permits have been obtained. They have stated a couple of times when I visited the property that someone from the city has told them they didn't need work for the minor repairs that was done. However, this was dealing with electrical and mechanical things. If I'm correct, I believe some AC units was changed, some plumbing was done, some electrical outlets, GFIs, and things of that nature, which I told them I needed some confirmation in or email or some names or something stating who from the building department gave them that information. As of my reinspection, I have not been provided with that information, so the violation still remains and no permits have been obtained for the electrical work, plumbing, AC units that were all installed in building 3. I am showing proper service was given. I hand delivered the notice to appear and again spoke with the manager and the maintenance guy on July 1st of 2025. I'm showing here certified mailing was mailed out to the property owners on July 8th. But at my reinspection on July 21st, compliance has not been met.
All right, just to be sure, we do have someone from one of the building officials present, correct? No? Or is she gone?
We have Mr. Christopher Colson.
Okay. Inspector Colson?
Uh-oh. Can y'all hear me?
Yes,
we can hear you. We can't see you.
Okay. Can't see. Oh, I'm sorry. The camera closed.
There you are.
You're trying to hide.
Okay.
That part.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Officer Sanders, you want to inquire?
No, I don't believe I need to, but I mean we could put it on record. This is this is a commercial building. This is Center Court. They I'm showing here they did some electrical work, changed some wiring, changed some GFIs, plumbing and piping work was done, mechanical work. They changed a couple of AC units in building 3. Are building permits required for things of that nature?
Building permits are going to be required. It's going to be after the fact permit. And it's going to be, they're going to need an engineering letter as well when they do submit everything to us.
Okay. Well, I knew the answer to it, but I think somebody told Inspector Sanders that it wasn't necessary. Something to that effect.
Yeah, that's what they told. But yeah, this Center Court, and this, I hate to say that, but this, this Center Court has been a year. So
yeah.
That's Center Court. That's Center Court.
Okay. I just wanted to saying that they could not have gotten that information, from your department because typically that's needed. Okay, so based on the unrebutted testimony of the inspectors, I find that the violations do exist. Also find good notice owners have failed to appear. Hereby find in favor of the city intern adjudication. Owners have 30 days by which to resolve the violation. The violation is not resolved by the abatement date, there will be a daily fine amount of $500. Does that conclude?
That does conclude today's agenda, Magistrate.
All right. Okay, well, despite the whole system breakdown,
yeah,
we still managed to have our hearing.
Yes, we did. Thank you. So, I appreciate it.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great one. Madam City Attorney, I always ask if you're getting some sleep.
I am. I'll send you pictures so you can see.
Yes, please. Yes. All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a great one. Have a good day.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Recording stopped.